Why do dogs lay on your feet? 9 top reasons. Before we reveal, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this. On Sunday night, you're sitting in your favorite recliner, and your dog lay just at your feet. I'm sure this is a circumstance that occurs frequently in your home. Dogs adore lying at their owner's feet. Why do dogs have this napping habit? Is there a reason why a dog will lie down at a person's feet? Is it possible that this has something to do with instincts? Whatever the cause, having your dog so near to you as you settle down for the night is a comforting experience. Why do dogs prefer your feet? Canines value touch just as much as humans do, especially when the person cuddling next to you is someone wonderful. Although your pet may have its own comfortable bed, its preferred sleeping position spot is almost certainly right next to her dog owner. Some dogs nuzzle their noses into your arm crooks or rest their heads on your foot. Other dogs lay against you or put their head on your knee as a sign of affection. When your pet is expressing his love, it's critical not to push him away, my fellow dog owner. Now is the time to develop your relationship and cherish those rare moments of tenderness. So, what exactly does imply this habit? Dogs used to be able to exist in the wild without the assistance of humans. They hunted in packs, which would have aided them in staying safe, reproducing, and, quite plainly, surviving. Suddenly you've entered into their game of life. There is always a hierarchy in the wild, and your dog understands it in your home. You are the pack leader, and your dog knows it. The pack leader always has the greatest spot, in this case, the sofa, when it comes to sleeping or resting. For a variety of reasons, the other dogs would lay close to the pack leader. Number 1. Seeking your warmth comfort. When you curl up with your dog, they may want to be near you simply because they are cold. Even if it's just your feet your dog lays, the body heat you provide can provide them with much-needed warmth. If this is their motivation, they would most likely try to get as close as possible, nuzzling and moving around a lot while settling down to acquire as much skin contact as possible. This is especially common in smaller breeds, as they have a harder time keeping their body temperature stable in the cold. Number 2. Are knight in shining armor or protective. Some dogs may curl up on their feet as a method to guarantee that you are safe from all the things that go bump in the night. Much like they need to know where their owner is or to gain a sense of safety, it's their natural instinct. Dogs are sociable creatures who form attachments to their owners. Some breeds are more prone to possessing a guarding or protecting instinct, and as a result, they may be more likely to bunker down close to their owner in order to keep them feel safe. If you have a dog that is overly protective of you, you may have observed the dog behavior that they frequently press up against you while walking or standing. They may not leave your side or even lay down over your feet to guard you in other settings when there are strange pups or people. If their personal space is disturbed, they may react by snarling, barking, or even lunging at the intruder in the hopes of scaring them away. Number 3. The urgency that we need them. Dogs love their owner, are extremely perceptive and adept at detecting our emotions. They can tell when we're in charge, when we're terrified, and when we're amused, and they may be able to test our limits. They will most likely wish to help if they saw the impression that we are sad or miserable in some way. They will make an effort to cheer us up by being present and showing affection. They understand that simply being around can aid you in a crisis, thus they will make sure you can sense their presence. Number 4. They claiming you as their territory. It's possible that your dog sleeps near to you for them to define their territory. Our feet are our dog bed. It's a signal to other dogs, or even people, to keep their distance from their dog owner. This may be noticed both inside and outside your home, when you take your dog for a stroll. When someone else or another dog approaches you, your dog will likely display symptoms of hostility, indicating territorial behavior. You believe your dog is yours, but your dog believes you are theirs as well. Number 5. Act of socializing, eye contact. We've established that dogs, like humans, are naturally sociable creatures. They are inquisitive and ready to socialize with other canines and people in their environment. They enjoy making new acquaintances and remaining loyal to their owners. After all, there's a reason they're known as man's best friend. And it's possible that's one of the reasons your pet prefers to sleep on your feet. Given the 15,000-year history of people living with domesticated dogs, the development of a bond is embedded in both our beloved canines and us. We're their social circle, and we're their family. How often have you heard individuals refer to their dogs as their children? That analogy holds some validity. According to a new study, dogs experience the same safe base effect as toddlers experience when bonding with their parents. As a result, your dog is very likely to regard you as a parent who provides shelter, care, and food. As a result, dogs begin to rely on you, and they want to be with you in return. Even if you're in the same room, they may become overly reliant on you to the point that they become Velcro dogs, and suffer from separation anxiety. However, if necessary, a behavioral specialist can be consulted. The point is that your dog sees you in the same way that a little child sees his or her parents. As a result, people can't help but want to be near you. One of the things that astonished us was how older dogs interact with their caregivers in the same way that human children do. With direct comparisons, it will be fascinating to try to figure out how this habit arose in dogs. Number 6. Instincts of dog packs. While your one-of-a-kind pet may have never been a member of a pack, pack behavior is nonetheless inherent. All dogs are still frequently forced to act as if they were traveling in a group. While there are a variety of additional reasons why your dog may sit at your feet, they all stem from this pack drive. In a number of settings, dogs have the innate feeling that keeping close to their alpha is the best thing to do. When you observe dog packs, you can plainly see a reflection of this behavior. When the pack comes to a halt for a break, the pack leader will take a premium spot with an excellent view of the surroundings. The other dogs will gather around the leader to sit or lie down. For a variety of reasons, this is done. They cluster together for warmth, stay close together for safety, and arrange themselves in a fashion that shows the pack's hierarchy and connectivity. Number 7. Making a plan to leave. Another hypothesis is that dogs who sleep on their owner's feet seek to ensure that they have a way out. Dogs, like humans, prefer to be able to keep an eye on the front door. Men in pairs tend to sit towards the door to guarantee they can see what danger is approaching, according to research conducted years ago. Dogs will also sleep on their owner's feet with their backs to the door. The better to protect against any threats that may arise. If your furniture is arranged so that your feet face the door and you want to see if the room's orientation influences where your dog sleeps, try lying down or sitting in a different position and see if your dog will still linger around your feet. Number 8. Sign of affection. Putting away any other behavioral impulses, it's sometimes just because our pets genuinely adore us. Our dogs will occasionally lay and sit at our feet because they adore us and simply want to be near us. We frequently forget that we are the center of our furry family members' universe. They just want to cuddle when they have us all to themselves. Our pets are also acutely aware of our emotions. They become accustomed to our movements and emotions through living with us on a regular basis. They can tell whether we're in a bad mood. Have you ever noticed your dog's concern when you're having a car accident? Their demeanor shifts and they become engrossed in what you're doing. If your dog sits at your feet when you're down, it could just be their way of giving you a big embrace. Number 9. They're curious about your whereabouts. Dogs and their fur friends have become increasingly connected throughout time. According to studies, dogs exhibit a secure foundation effect, which is comparable to that seen in parent-child attachment. This means that, like a child clinging to a parent, dogs desire our company in order to feel safe. They know they'll be the first to know if you swap positions or get up to leave the room because they're laying on top of your feet. A loving companion may find it soothing to know that they are always aware of their owner's location, so always pay attention to them. This behavior is linked to their want to feel safe, as well as their desire to protect you. Is it okay to let your dog sit on your feet? Whether your dog lays on your feet, you allowing this behavior provides your dog support, affection, and reassurance, whether he is cold, wants to claim you as your own, or is feeling insecure. Your dog relies on you to provide his fundamental requirements, and this sense of fulfillment assures him that he has a significant role in your life. If you don't want your dog to sleeping positions on your feet or lean against you for whatever reason, don't promote the behavior by snuggling or petting your dog. Tossing rewards away from you and educating your dog to stay at a distance are two alternative training methods. Whatever approach you use, make sure it's done with kindness. As the dog's desire to be near you stems from a place of goodness, make sure to provide positive reinforcement. The only time this conduct becomes a problem is if it is done to protect you. Dogs can be so protective of their owners that they won't let another family member near them without growling or acting aggressively. This is when the habit must be addressed, and while some owners may choose to just lock their dog in another room, this will not solve the problem. So, while we can't read your dog's thoughts, we have some theories as to why he's laying down on your feet to sleep. Keep in mind that there is no correct answer to this age-old issue. They may be yearning for the social interaction and protection that you, as their furry friend and mom, provide. If your dog becomes overly clinging to the point of suffering when you have to leave the room or go outside, they may be attempting to ensure that they are aware of your whereabouts at all times in order to provide an added sense of security and protection. They play the role of protector in the relationship, and they may sleep with their back to the door in order to be alerted to any risks that may arise while they sleep. They don't appreciate having their personal space, and hence yours, invaded, so don't be shocked if they become possessive when strangers or unknown canines approach. If this is the case, speaking with a dog behavior expert may be beneficial. Whatever motivates your dog, try not to be too concerned, unless it's getting out of hand, and simply enjoy the cuddles. If you find this video helpful, share this to your family and friends. And make sure to subscribe and get notified for future updates. Thanks for watching.